Hey y'all. This is going to be an instructional video on how to change your oil filter on a 2007 Dodge Nitro 3.7 liter V6 with four-wheel drive, which you probably can't see that yet, but let me put a little light on the subject. You got your transaxles all down through there, and you probably can't see it because the oil filter is right there where that light is, and it's a Fram. You can see the M on Fram, and it's right there. And let me tell you something, it is a complete pain in the bootata to get to. Whoever the engineer that designed this motor was in Dodge probably needs to be taken out and flogged. The best way to get to that filter, because mine is a four-wheel drive, and I think some fool put a towing package on a 3.7 liter V6, and I can't understand why they do that. But first of all, remove the battery. Okay, that's pretty easy. Two 10mm bolts hold the battery. Then we're going to come over here and you're going to remove your air box. There's the big part of the air box. Your filter is right there sitting on top of the the air box on top of the plenum. Now, the bottom of the air box, if you see right there, if you can, hold on a minute, I'm trying to get a good picture of it. You have three rubber grommets that correspond to these three things, whatever the hell they're called. Oh, pardon my French. Don't mean to curse. The reason you want to remove the battery and the air box is so that you can get to this guy. That, my friends, is your windshield washer fluid and your recovery tank for your cooling system. And the reason you remove that is so that you can get to, hold on, let me get it positioned around here where I can get a good video of it. Right there and right there. Okay? Those are going to be held in there by T25 screws. These three up here are T15 screws, and they mount right there. Oh, I got a wrench in the way, excuse me. Right there and right there. So, I've already done the hard lifting on this, but you can see that it's a complete pain in the butt to get to, but if you use your mind and use your head, once you remove the battery and the air box, you can actually get to these two screws that I probably can't show you, that you'll be able to see it. This is not for a backyard or for some faint of heart dude. This is hardcore right here because of the way this thing's engineered. So if you do all that And you can snake your hands down in there. That fan, the fan has between the fan blades, there is one fan blade that is always just a little bit further away than the other ones. And that's usually right in there. It's usually right in there. And that way you can get one hand down in here and grab a hold of that filter. And once you get that one down there, you can also come over to this side after you can get your hand down in there. I know it's not a very good picture. I apologize for that, but hell, you can't hardly get your hands down there, and much less a camera. But you can snake your hand down through on the right-hand side as you're facing the vehicle of the return, okay, on the cooling system. And then you can get in there and get your hands on it and twist it off. Like I said, it's a pain, but it can be done. And I brought you in on this at the very tail end of doing this oil filter change because, to be honest with you, there was a lot of cussing going on when I was trying to get that filter out of there. And I didn't want to put that on, YouTube or social media or wherever. But look, there's always been a lot of controversy about how to change an oil filter on these 3.7 liter V6s that Dodge put out because of the location of the filter. And if you've got a nitro, an 07 nitro, that's 4-wheel drive with a towing package, which, okay, whatever. You don't have splash guards and skid guards to protect everything under there because it's all protected by the transaxles and the suspension. But if you've got a 4-wheel drive, the only way to get down in there is to come from the very front of the motor. And yes, you're going to have to remove a lot of parts. I hope this is helpful to you people, because I got news for you. It took me about 3 hours to figure out how to get down in there and get this thing taken apart. And I'm a pretty experienced mechanic. I do this crap for a living. So, hope this was helpful. And y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.